We are at Majuli, the world's second largest but most populous river island. We have heard people saying that Majuli resides in the middle of nowhere. Actually, this nowhere is a complex delta system in the upper reaches of the mighty river Brahmaputra. For a number of centuries, Majuli has had an eventful existence thanks to the delta's volatile nature. Majuli's geographic location is between the northern latitudes of 26 degrees 45 minutes and 27 degrees 12 minutes and the eastern longitudes of 93 degrees 39 minutes and 94 degrees 35 minutes. It has an average height of 84.5 meters above mean sea level. It is bounded by the river Brahmaputra on the south and southwest, the river Subansiri and her tributaries on the northwest, and the Kherketia Suti, a spill channel of the Lohit or the old Brahmaputra on the northeast. There are 22 islets surrounding the main island. These are called Shapori. The main island and the islets cover an area of around 850 square kilometers and consist of a flat level alluvial plain. Majuli, however, did not always exist as an island. From the geomorphological point of view, the landform of Majuli is as old as that of the upper Brahmaputra valley.
This land is formed by the bifurcation in the river courses of the Brahmaputra, particularly.
The geology of the Majuli is basically similar to that of the Upper Assam Valley, or we can say the Brahmaputra Valley, which is basically bounded by two different mountain ranges. In the north part we have the Himalayan mountain, and in south and southeast we have the Nagapatkai mountain. And in between we have a very narrow valley, which we commonly know as Brahmaputra Valley. And Majuli is a part of this valley. Obviously it is on the surface, separated by the river Brahmaputra.
In fact, centuries ago, this landmass was part of the valley. People knew this to be a low-lying area bounded by the rivers Brahmaputra, that is, the old stream Lohit, the Dikho, and the Dihing. The Dikho had an independent course parallel to the Brahmaputra, till it fell into the great river near Kajlaimukh. The Dihing fell into the Brahmaputra at a point roughly near its present mouth. The area between the two rivers was part of an ancient braided stream zone and received a heavy load of fine silt and clayey sediments through flash floods regularly. It is believed that the initial process of island formation began in the 13th century AD, following major changes in the volatile river delta system. A hitherto dead channel of the Dihing was resuscitated, diverting the major part of its flow towards the Dikau. Gradually, the original confluence between the Dihing and Brahmaputra became dormant. A swampy peninsula was taking shape between the rivers Brahmaputra and Dihing-Dikau. Terms such as Majuli, Majuli, Majali, Mojali, and Majoli entered both popular parlance and social chronicles thereafter. All these terms meant a piece of land encircled by river waters. This was the place where Srimanta Shankaradeva, the founder of Neo-Vaishnava religion and culture in Assam, had taken shelter during a period of political unrest in the early 16th century. At that time, the Brahmaputra flowed along the present Kherketia channel to the north of Majuli, while the Dihing flowed along the present channel of the Brahmaputra to the south. It is not certain when the process of island formation was completed. The shallow and shifting channels within the delta were responsible for severe lateral erosion in the south bank of the Brahmaputra. But an island of this magnitude could not have been formed simply due to deposition and erosion by the river. Recent research points to the effects of natural disasters, forcing major changes in the course of the Brahmaputra and its tributaries, especially the Dihing and Dikau.
In the later part of this 17th century, something happened. According to some history, it was an earthquake. According to some history, it is a flood. And because of that incident, a strong small channel from Brahmaputra straightway meet the Disa. So in this way, Majuli become a land bounded by river, and the part which is originate from the Brahmaputra and with the Disa, Dihing, is later known as the Lohituti. So during that period, Majuli is bounded by Kherketia in the north and Lohituti in the south. And this situation or this scenario going for quite some time, maybe for a century or more. And after that, the northern part of this Brahmaputra, it means Kherketia, it's become weaker and weaker, smaller and smaller. The Brahmaputra starts shifting toward the southern part, to the Lohituti, and gradually it's abandoned the northern part. And if you see the satellite images, then you will find the northern part of the Brahmaputra is not identifiable, but the remnants of that original channel is still identifiable. So the original Dihing now being the Brahmaputra, and the mass in between this Dihing and Brahmaputra now shifted to the northern part of this Brahmaputra. So this is how the Majuli developed.
It is now believed that between the years 1691 and 1735, a series of natural calamities of great intensity, possibly a succession of floods and earthquakes, devastated the peninsula. As a result of these upheavals, the original channel of the Brahmaputra gave rise to an Anna branch, which started flowing along the dormant Dihing channel to join the Dikau. Eventually, the flow in the original channel decreased, and it came to be known as the Kherketia Suti. Simultaneously, the Anna branch expanded via erosion to become the main Brahmaputra river. Once Majuli's connection with the Brahmaputra valley was snapped, she began her historic journey as a riverine island built up of fertile alluvium. Imperial Mughal forces sent by Emperor Aurangzeb to the erstwhile Kamrup kingdom in the late 17th century found the island to be 50 kosha in length, which is equivalent to roughly 100 miles. In the last decade of the 18th century, the British East India Company officials assigned the task of surveying the Brahmaputra and preparing a geographical report on Assam, described Majuli as a large island. Thanks to her fluvial or riverine geomorphology, Majuli's soil surface consists of both hard soil, locally known as Alotia Mati, and sandy soil or Bali Mati. A part of the hard soil known as Kumar Mati or potter's soil is extensively used in pottery. It is only recently that geologists have been able to construct a tentative soil profile of Majuli. It shows that owing to her historic connection with the Brahmaputra valley, her alluvial solum or soil surface beneath the organic humus is nearly 1,000 meters deep. Beneath the solum reside unconsolidated sedimentary rocks of different types. These belong to the Tertiary and Quaternary periods of the Cenozoic era. The earliest of these rocks is believed to have been formed about 65 million years ago. This layer of sedimentary rocks is about 4,000 meters deep. It lies atop a basement of granite and granite gneiss. This bedrock was formed in the Precambrian era, not less than 3,000 million years ago. There is no hill or hillock in Majuli, although her topography consists of high and low-lying areas interspersing the plains. Till about half a century ago, Majuli had numerous dead river channels turned into enclosed water bodies of different shapes and sizes. Their preponderance gave Majuli a distinct pattern of ecology, biodiversity, and economy. The total area of these water bodies has shrunk considerably in the last few decades. It is also to be noted that deforestation has resulted in a severe shrinkage of forest cover in Majuli, from 22% in 1917 to only 1% in 1972. Majuli falls under the subtropical climatic zone. Its climatic pattern consists of a mild winter between November and February, followed by the pre-monsoon mixture of spring and summer between March and May, the monsoon season from June to the first half of September, and the post-monsoon autumn during October. In summer, the temperature goes up to 34 degrees Celsius, with humidity reaching as high as 90%. During winter, the temperature stays around 10 degrees Celsius on an average. The annual average rainfall is between 200 and 250 centimeters. With a sandy top layer, combined with an absence of forests and jungles, one significant aspect of the island's physical features is the cloud of dust smoke during winter and dry seasons. Recently, Majuli's topography has undergone some interesting changes, and these are bound to have long-term implications. This water body, Tuni, has been the only active river in the history of Majuli. Originating from the Brahmaputra at the northeastern part, it used to flow into that great river again on its southeast and acted as a natural drainage. Recently, this mouth has been blocked by an embankment to prevent floodwater flowing from the Brahmaputra. Besides playing havoc with the island's drainage system, this may soon turn the river into another dead channel. Local residents are keeping their fingers crossed.
আমাৰ মাথাইটো থকা কাৰণে এটা কথা চাবলৈ গ'লে পানীটো প্ৰটেকশ্যন দিছে হয়, কিন্তু এনেকুৱা হয় যেতিয়া পানীটোৱে মাথাইটো ছিঙি পেলাব তেতিয়া আমাৰ মাজুলীখন অকল আমাৰ এই জেগাখনে গোটেই মাজুলীখনে আমাৰ ধ্বংস হৈ যায়। চিষ্টেমটো তেনেকুৱা। এতিয়া ধৰক যেনেকৈ হেৰি মানমাৰ মাথাইটো ছিঙি দিয়াৰ লগে লগে সেইপিনে আহি আমাৰ মাজুলীলৈ এইটো খেৰকটীয়া বান্ধটো যিটো আছিলে পিডব্লিউটো ছিঙি গোটেই মাজুলীখন খণ্ড বিখণ্ড কৰি দিলে, আৰু য'ত আজি মাজুলীয়ে আহাৰৰ কাৰণে হাহাকাৰ হৈছে। যদি সেইটো পানী নহ'ল হয় তেতিয়া আমাৰ ধৰক খেতি আমি 10 টনত পালোহেঁতেন, তেনেকুৱা কথা।
And this feeble flow of the Kherketia Suti has also been blocked by another embankment constructed towards the north of the island. Maybe this is a small beginning towards restoring Majuli to where it originally belonged, the upper Assam Valley. However, this act has brought the very identity of Majuli as an island under scrutiny. What the future holds, nobody knows. But one thing is certain. No amount of such distraction will wipe off Majuli's reputation as an enigmatic landmass for decades to come.